I fully expected I was going to be the last one here.
No,
So
he's got a late start.
I
Yeah.
see.
Anyway, so yeah, we're waiting on Jay, but hello stream. We will be starting momentarily. We're just waiting on Clydian.
I'll move the rest of it the way over when he gets here.
Mm.
By that I mean tap out of 14 or close 14.
I shouldn't start up Fantasy Life, but I haven't been able to play all day, so I might just grind or something while I'm playing.
Yeah. I
What,
fully admit I am.
grind Fantasy Life?
Yeah, like get some shit, get some collecting
Hello?
done.
Hello.
It was Jay.
There's Jay.
Hello.
Go into the kitchen.
Well, my
One
food just
more
will slide
before I
over.
quit. Before I close Nubby's Number Factory, after having blown up
Mm.
the sun twice.
Mm.
I mean, you guys can do whatever you want in the background, just as long as you're paying attention to us.
Yeah.
Yes, but I'm a DM. I probably shouldn't.
Well, okay. Aside from ink, my apologies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was me
It's
overestimating
about
your
a-
abilities.
I'm gonna do something really kind of mindless in my game,
Yeah.
mostly because I just haven't been able to play all day.
I mean, unlocking the last couple of things are
Yeah.
pretty mindless.
Yeah,
Mm.
that and
Because it's
like
just the
gathering
basic
things
quest.
for gathering things for making shit that I need for quests.
I will
Yeah,
probably be
I couldn't make
leveling
this.
Digimon in
I
the
couldn't make this
background.
take until I hit apprentice. So
Yeah, I've got an apprentice on Taylor and on a hunter.
yeah, it's got to be apprentice on cook in order to make the stupid steaks.
Oh, okay. Well, I should definitely grind that then.
Okay,
Oh.
we are all in roll 20.
Jay got very quiet.
Probably need to turn me up in Discord. Anyone else having trouble hearing me?
I'm
I
good.
can
I
hear
can
you.
hear.
You're
I can hear.
clear
I
now.
can hear you more or less.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Game, why are you not opening for me?
Remember, we make big numbers, otherwise the sun explodes.
Let me
Speaking
check.
of the sun exploding, let's catch up to where we were yesterday.
Mm.
Now, if you're thinking, wait, that seems like a bit of a non sequitur. Yes, it is.
Mm.
Don't
So,
worry about it.
last session, yep, gonna focus ping everyone to the right corner of the map.
I see. There's a gathering.
Yes, because of the fact that we got into a fight last time.
Yeah, I remember.
What with
They were
the
jerks.
losing due to the lost track of time, it was pure luck, and you nat one on a pure luck check. The clockworks started shrieking,
Rapture.
and they attacked you. And you managed to fend
He
the
has
first
now
wave.
seen Smoothie.
At the very least, some of the clockwork observers have seen Smoothie, which probably, from what you understand, means Tixie did too.
Mm-hmm.
In addition, your presence is now actively known. That said, you have managed to avoid, so far at least, I'm going to say that I am not immediately starting with TikTok on loud from Payday 2.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to poof the tokens oh, except for Clayton, representing the party's current active location. And if you guys split off, then I'll pull your tokens back in and
Okay.
pull tokens back. I'll just leave all of you on visible on the map, but in your obviously out of play location. That'll work. So, all right. You do, at least for the moment, have a breather, and you have and you have at least two obvious options.
May I
First,
interrupt briefly? Because Clayton is going to make that one option, and he's going to be very insistent on people following him.
oh dear Lassie.
He is
Okay.
going to yell, "We've been seen. Let's jet." Smack the ball and say, "Stay hidden in there, you two." And he is going to sprint to the bridge, and if he doesn't see any trouble ahead or down these roads, he's going to sprint to the infirmary and hope that everyone is keeping up.
Okay. So hold on.
Yep, that's why I'm detailing what I'm doing.
Because I think the first thing you encounter is
He is placing more importance on seeing what's coming than he is on sprinting, but he is sprinting.
okay. So let's. Okay. As you approach the power station, correction, no. All right. Let's see. First off, is anyone not following Clayton?
We're following Clayton.
Following
We're
Clayton.
following
Yeah, we're
Clayton.
following.
Okay. Okay, Clayton, give me a raw d20 and a perception check.
Come on, sheep.
Hey,
Sheep is
wow,
being
I
difficult
like
for me.
you. Listen to the musical sounds of math rocks.
Clack.
Don't
Perception
worry
check.
about it.
Normal perception check.
Correct.
Hey, nice.
Okay, and a flat d20.
Oof.
Okay, that will be.
At least it wasn't a 1.
Okay, I'm gonna say you get to about here. Um, when a clockwork observer shows up um, above the 30-foot tall metal tower extending from the blocky stone building on your right. The tower is crackling with electricity and spewing clouds of steam, and you've been noticing every 15 seconds an arc of lightning discharging from it over the bill to the other districts of town.
Technically,
That's a problem.
only a
Midnight would
problem.
No,
like to suggest that we put
no,
smoothie in its face.
you think that. So
Yeah.
you think that the lightning is the tower functioning normally. The clockwork observer, on the other hand, I'm going to give one of you one action to react. It is about 15 feet up and 30 away.
Okay, Clayton is good. Clayton has prepared for this eventuality. Thankfully, is anyone else planning to do anything?
Midnight just
Uh,
thinks putting smoothie in its face is a great
Yeah.
idea, but that's the only.
I have no plan. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, Clayton's plan is actually twofold, and thankfully, speaking is a free action.
Thank fuck.
Oh dear.
Clayton is going to whip a firecracker out of his coat, snap it lit, and throw it over here. He's going to hiss to Archie, send Smoothie over there, and then attack the Clockwork Observer and
Will
keep
do.
running.
Okay. I will allow this to be attempted. You may
Yeah.
deploy. Feel free to move Smoothie's token You should have control over the token.
Yep. Okay, that one's smoothie. Okay, should put. Dang it, I
Client
looked
signaled
at.
you approximately here.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah,
Okay.
generally.
And feel free to have Smoothie fire off an attack of choice.
I mean, yeah, Smoothie doesn't have any ranged attacks. However, I can use one of my spells through Smoothie. So.
Basically, Clayton just wants to
Beam.
get the attention off of the road. So
Mm-hmm.
even a cantrip works.
Yeah. Okay, did I put? Oh, I didn't actually put dark in. There we go. All my relevant things are deciding to load slowly today.
Slow.
Anyway. Okay.
I am so glad decision making is not a timed occurrence.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
We don't
Yeah,
need to kill
we're.
it, just need its attention.
Uh-huh.
This is why you should be very glad that you convinced me not to run Rapanathook. Because there, the DM is told to start to put time pressure on you.
That would be terrible for her.
That'd be
God,
terrible for
most of
everybody
us
on
have
Roll20.
ADHD. That would be the worst.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. I will use one of my spell slots to cast Dark because I don't have any cantrips.
This is not something I do, but it works.
Yeah. The Reaper class's spell slots work like a paladin's
Aha.
versus a more dedicated caster.
Clearly, we need to get you spell sniper so you get a free cantrip.
There we go.
Yes. Yeah, that was a consideration. Yeah. Anyway, I need to. Right, yes, ranged spell attacks. Okay, it's. Mm,
Good roll.
yeah.
That is a nice roll. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and I'm casting that through Smoothie, so.
Okay. Roll damage.
That is. Yep. Roll damage. That spell is. It's been a minute since I actually cast Dark, so. 3d8, okay. Necrotic damage. 3, Yes. Not plus anything.
That
Okay.
might actually kill it. If it doesn't, it's definitely gonna know
That'd be
Smoothie's
very.
there.
Uh-huh. I'm just imagining if it turns out that none of us have been seeing just Smoothie. This is gotta be, yeah, from her perspective, this has become a horror movie.
You are being
We're
punished for your
playing something else.
sins.
She's playing. All of a sudden, the silent realm has become active against her.
Yeah, we're playing Payday. She's playing Dead by Daylight.
Yep.
Oh, burn.
Oh dear.
All right.
Waiting to see the results.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're good.
The Clockwork Observer basically explodes.
Whoops.
I wouldn't say that's a whoops.
What do you mean, whoop?
Um, and you're able to keep progressing. Okay, let's double checking that I have the buildings in the correct order in my. Okay. Clayton again. Luck check and perception check.
Oh boy. Meanwhile, while sprinting, Clayton's gonna tell Archie, if you can get him to do it, send him over to the minecart. Mine
Oh,
buckets.
the cart
Oh.
contraptions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Clayton wants Smoothie to be seen. So
Yeah.
perception check. Come on, I know I popped this window out. There we go. Gee.
Yeah.
Roll.
Yeah,
Roll 20.
yeah, Smoothie can move independently of me, just fine. I just can't do. Smoothie kind of operates like a wizard familiar, with my specific subclass. So out of a 60-foot range, I can't like see things through Smoothie's eyes or give non-verbal commands, but I can.
You could set Smoothie on go hang out in the minecarts and cause havoc to her.
Yes.
Yeah, I can certainly. Yeah, I can easily just gesture Smoothie over
Yeah,
towards
Clayton
the minecart.
kind of wants people to pay attention to Smoothie, and he wants to see how the clockwork react.
Go.
We'll see how the
Commit
rolls
crimes,
go in
my
our
son.
favor.
Oh, that's the first actual spell slot I've used today. So. Um, okay, 5 total spell slot. Good. Yep.
If Ink is speaking, we cannot hear it, and
No,
you're not
I'm
lighting up.
my. Sorry, I went a little bit do. Okay,
Um,
you are lucky for the moment and able to make it to the entry to the infirmary.
yes.
Let's
Huzzah.
see. Is there a map for the infirmary? There is no dedicated map for this one. So just gonna drag your token in the mark that you've entered, and
So Jay will thank the meta gods that this probably means there's no encounter in here.
yeah, the streets of Turbine Heights, by the way, were filled with steam, which was limiting your visibility. Bright street lamps,
Yay.
abandoned buildings, and again the bolts of electricity. You're pretty sure that the building with the arcs of electricity is the power station. But you managed to. But yeah, inside, a stone sign depicting a crutch hung above the entrance to this one-story building. The double door below is ajar, revealing a hallway beyond. Thankfully, they didn't paint it red. They didn't put like red paint on the ground or anything. I'm glad someone got that reference.
Yeah.
Color theory. But let's see. There's a total of 6 rooms around here. Or 7. I'm sorry. 3 on each side of the hall and 1 at the end. If you close the door, you might be able to hide out here, but it's hard to know how reliably.
Well, for now, Clayton is getting everyone inside. He is going to shut the door, and he honestly probably has one of the higher perceptions, though Mitney can probably beat him on that one, I'm guessing.
Mitney will probably, yes, be the second perception.
Yes. Clayton's going to look at Mitney and say, "Stay by the door, keep an ear out, please." He's going to look at the others and say, "We need healing supplies, we took some damage, and we need to set our new goals." And we're not staying here long.
No.
All right. I will say that that you can take the benefit of a short rest, which allows some people to use recovery features and hit dice. Remember how that works.
Mm-hmm.
For that matter, Zephiel has a special ability that is highly relevant to this immediate scenario.
Oh. You'll have to
Look up
remind me.
Song of Rest on your character sheet. Basically, it means that anyone who spends a hit die gets to roll the first one of the ones they spend twice for higher recovery.
Okay, let
Very
me check
useful.
here. Yes. Of rest. Cool. If anyone wants to read. Beginning at second month. Soothing music or variety or
Yeah, let's see here.
allies during a short rest if you are any further features. Regain hit points by spending hit dice. Sure. If anybody needs it, then yeah, I'll do a song of rest.
Clayton
Okay.
would, fortunately.
Clayton and
I
Mitney
can imagine.
fist bump a little bit.
Yeah, because I don't remember who all got hurt during the last one. It's been a while.
Yes.
So
Well, based on your
I got
HP
very
charts,
slightly.
looks like Mitney and Clayton took hit.
okay, so
So
yeah.
Mitney, you may roll the dice a second time at no additional cost.
And I actually have a question for the GM, because I have a fun item for this.
Okay. One step at a time, though.
I know. That's why I'm not continuing.
Mitney, please roll an additional D8.
Do I get the +2 still or not? Because for whatever reason, when I click my hit
Checking.
die, it says D8 +2. I was just going to copy that.
Song of Rest. Correction, it's actually plus 1d6 extra.
Okay.
I should have to look that up. Okay, so you're up to 42 out of 45. That's certainly much better.
Tasty.
Okay, Clayton, your question and your dice rolls as applicable.
That needs to be a second dice if Zephy is using Song of Rest. That was only 1d6.
The D8's my hit die.
Oh, I see.
D6 additional.
Yep.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Now the fun question for the GM. Periaptive wound closure also doubles the number of hit points it restores. Is that additive or multiplicative?
Periaptive wound closure, 2014.
Meaning, do I double 1d8 or 2d8?
you will double. So you roll a hit die to regain the HP. So that die will be that result will be doubled. Then you get the 1d6 from Song of Rest.
Got it. Okay.
So, yep.
Okay.
So you will get 14, 19 plus your con, which is enough that you're at full health.
Yes.
Overkill does not become temp HP.
Yeah,
Okay.
All right.
All right.
I could have clicked hit dice now that I think about it.
Okay. All right. Searching the facility a little bit. The 3 rooms on the left are small examination rooms. The 3 on the right are various storage basically storage closets. In the back is an operating room. Only the operating room is sized for creatures significantly larger than gnomes. We're talking there are gnome scale crutches and wheelchairs, but a lot of the medical supplies are functionally universalizable, bandages and the like. Um, you have a chance to get some proper wound care alongside alongside the breather. So that more importantly, however, you ultimately find 6 healers kits and 6 potions of healing.
Delicious.
And you were previously advised that is fair game. Those are fair game to take. Those are cheap enough to replenish that they'd rather you take advantage of them to improve your odds of mission success. The logical distribution will probably be 1 potion of healing apiece, and then 1 healer's kit apiece, because even without proficiency, you can use that to stabilize a creature to prevent them having to roll death saves.
Mm-hmm.
So, kind of super useful.
It is
Just a
kind of
little bit.
useful.
In a
Just a
pinch.
wee bit.
All right.
A wee little bit.
So it's and the healer's kit, by the way, you should mark it as having 10 uses, because that's about how much bandaging and other treatment components you have in there. I don't know what the equivalent of Neosporin is in this setting, but something like that.
They usually just call it a solve of some sort.
A solve or a potless or something.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's a basic kit of different supplies, is the point. So I encourage all of you to mark those on your respective sheets. So it is exactly enough for you to have 1 apiece.
Sweet.
You have between the wound care, the Song of Rest, and just having time to catch your breath, you guys are able to mostly recover, and you have 2 immediately obvious choices. Based on the map, you know that the jail is to the southeast, and the power station is probably that building with the big freaking arc Tesla tower thingy.
And we know that apparently the backup bridge controls are in the power station.
Correct.
So Clayton is going to lay that out. And he will explain he does want to check the jail for the confiscated weapons for their buddies in the Abbey. But right now they are kind of easy to track, so they need to be quick. And he will also note that he expects trouble in the power station. So, yeah.
Almost assuredly. Okay. Well, signal me which way you guys are headed, or if you're going to choose to split.
Zeph is more likely to stay with a
Yeah, I don't
group.
think I don't think anyone wants to split right now. We're all like,
Yeah, no.
I have a quick question. Did we say
Yeah.
any windows in the power station, or is it just a solid building?
It's fairly solid stone.
I figured as much.
It's
Also, question. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
do it.
I was just I need a reminder. We have a healer's kit and what else?
A potion of healing each.
Oh, potion.
One potion of healing each.
Don't forget that you can probably find those in the compendium and drag it onto your character sheet, so it'll have the full details right there.
Make sure it's the 2014 version.
I believe that the search will
I
only
see it.
give.
It gives both right now.
It does.
Yeah, make sure you drag. If you try to drag the 2024 one, it'll just complain and stop. So. Yep. And of course, I think I recently expanded my 2014 library to include Vault of Spira's Secrets. So, even though I think that that's the old version of War Mage, sadly.
Potion of healing.
I probably should put
Letting
potion
me
of healing.
drag it.
Potion.
Why are you not letting
Yep.
me drag?
Wait, it would not let you drag?
It's not letting me drag.
Yeah, I've never been able to successfully drag in Roll20, but I'm pretty sure that's my choice of browsers and add-ons. So I've just.
Are you
Yeah.
using? I know that it works in Firefox.
Yeah, because I'm using Firefox and it's not working.
I'm
Yeah.
using
Yeah.
Firefox and it did work.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm pretty sure it may be an add-on thing rather than a Firefox thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, it's a
Here I'll
tool, right?
yeah.
So
But here
that's like
I'll
a
see if I can get them in.
okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. Appreciate it because it was not working for me.
Okay. So I just popped them in for Zaphiel. Has everyone? So actually, I'm just going to do this by asking one by one. Archivist, have you recorded the supply?
Yes.
Ari, have you successfully recorded the supplies one way or another?
Do.
Loading them in.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you just successfully got. It looks like you successfully got the healer's kit.
Okay.
So on your own. So potion. Potion of healing.
There we go. Too
Okay,
many buttons for my brain.
Gamisha,
Yeah.
have you gotten the potion of healing and healer's kit into your inventory?
To my inventory. Double check to make sure I wrote it down. Let's just do that, please. Thank you. Inventory. My bag of holding. No, I don't have it. Let me write it in. It's what kind of healing potion?
Potion of healing, the base one.
Okay.
And a healer's kit.
Okay. So everyone got one of those?
Correct. The healer's kit is good for 10 uses.
Okay.
All right. Mitt, why don't you
Midnight
introduce
got
that?
them in.
Midnight got him in. Zaphiel, we just spoke with you, so that's all 6 accounted for. Cool.
And we have a Reiko joining us.
Ooh, time to pet a kitty.
Yes. Hey, baby girl.
All right. So, are you going to go? So, you guys wish to go for the jail first, or the or do you wish to switch your mind, go to the power station, or, of course, you could head onward towards Smolder Town or back. But
Right now, Clayton is indicating that his plan is he wants to go to the jail first, but he really needs to get eyes inside the power station. Gosh, we wish that Jem hadn't had to drop her invisibility.
I mean, I've got one more, I guess, but that's it.
Smoothie's status, by the way, is we. What was that?
As
Just
long
for the
as
record.
Smoothie is attempting to get attention, that serves Clayton's plan just fine.
Oh,
Mhm.
needy.
Yeah.
Clayton's going to look at everyone and say, once we go to the power station, we're probably not going to be able to do much else here. I do want to get eyes in there, but I'm pretty sure we're going to get seen no matter how good we are. So hit the jail, check it out, and make sure we've got our plan to get out of here well in hand before we hit the power station. We can either hit the bridge controls in the power station, which is chancy, or we can try to get into the bucket line and ride the rails. Any preferences?
I mean,
Not really.
Not
kind of
really.
want to ride the rails just for funsies, but I know
Mm.
we're not here for
Yeah.
funsies.
Yeah.
Sorry, focus.
I mean, if it were a matter of funsies, I'd go with that, but it's not quite a
Yeah.
matter of funsies right
It's
now.
not.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Clayton, we could do it for the fine.
If we
Fine is dead.
Damn it.
Look, if we recover the city for the gnomes, we can ask for tickets to the mine buckets later.
Okay.
Clayton actually does kind of want to use the buckets because they're a lot less risky than going for the bridge controls. But the bridge is
Yeah.
out, and they have no way to the central island yet.
I
Yeah.
will note that while it's that if any of the bridges are active, then you would theoretically be able to hop off the bucket line onto that bridge. That would be a bit of a drop for sure. Oh boy.
Oh yeah, but looking at the map, it looks like all the
Near
bridges are
gateway.
raised
Yes.
with the buckets behind where we need to be rather than in front of. Unless the
Yeah.
map is inaccurate.
Yeah, I'll say that your odds being able to do that would be quite low. So you probably need more bridges lowered,
Mm-hmm.
or yeah, because they raise up to be unable to be inaccessible.
Okay.
Okay,
Clayton's
so
just gonna interrupt very briefly. He's gonna look at Jem and say, once we hit the infirmary, or once we hit the jail, you and I are gonna go to the power station with the others tailing, and we're gonna try to get a look inside without being spotted. Sound good to you?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
We have our plan.
okay, this time no luck check required. You are able to get to the jail. This fortified two-story stone edifice has a heavy iron door that hangs open. In front of the building, four of the gnomes lie dead in armor, with the fragments of one of the dog-like automaton. Do you go straight in, or do you check the bodies?
Clayton
Very
is
casual check the bodies. Not
Clayton
really
is
stopping long check the bodies.
definitely want to check the bodies because if we don't have keys, this isn't going to be useful for us.
That's a
Single
good point.
jangle of keys, you get the keys. Someone give me a flat D20 as a luck check.
I do not feel confident in my luck.
Yeah, Clayton and Zeph are saying we've done our duty. Someone else take the
Fine.
I got it.
Okay.
I do not my I don't remember that much from last session, but I remember my rolls were shit.
way to go.
Okay.
Oh, Thank you,
Good job,
Archie.
Archie.
My luck is
Your luck
good
is
today. I got the anime. I pulled the animated Arceus card finally in Poke Pocket.
There you go.
Amazing.
I
Excellent.
have literally been trying for months.
Your luck was
Okay.
good today.
Yep.
All right. No creatures are encountered. You do find a couple sets of the matching sets of keys, and you. Okay, I'm going to drag everyone's token. Give me a minute.
Oh boy, there's a map. We're gonna find something.
Oh boy.
Sorry, a little bit of meta humor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dragging the tokens around takes
5 ever.
A bit of time.
Oh no.
and focus ping.
Here we go.
Uh-huh.
Okay. You are able to step into the map. This is a 2-story building. This first floor contains a kitchen and mess hall for the jailers and the head jailer's office. The spiral staircase leads up to the actual prison cell. You're able to easily slide inside. There is no sign of clockworks on this level.
Clayton is going to shut the door and take up a watch post at the door.
Okay.
And he's going to look at the others and say, no one go up the stairs yet. I want to clear this building floor by floor.
Sounds good.
He's
Fair
going
enough.
to point up to the office and say, we need someone to check that, and I'm pretty sure that if anything is valuable in here, it's going to be guarded. So check there.
Yes, that sounds. Mitten will go to the office.
Okay.
You got this.
The office does not contains like facility records and such, but it does not have things you're looking for, like the weapons taken from the goblins.
Goblins, the bugbear, our buddies.
Mm-hmm.
Quote unquote.
Mm-hmm.
Your associates, at the very least. Well, the important part is their stuff's not here.
Yes.
And fortunately, neither are any clockworks.
On this floor.
Okay.
Clayton is going to look at Arya and Jem, and he's going to say, can you two of you get closer to the stairs and give me a listen to see upstairs? Please note if there's any ticking.
Aye,
The
Cap.
ominous clock noises. Remembering a Doctor Who episode.
Mm.
Perception checks from those who approach the stairs. Actually, correction. No. Not out of you guys. These are going to be hidden checks. What that means for player clarity is that means I am rolling the dice. I'm not telling you what was rolled.
Mm-hmm.
Neither of you hear obvious signs of ticking or something patrolling up there.
You don't think there are any traps.
Everyone's favorite thing to hear the DM say.
Mm-hmm.
Or to quote BG3, perception check failed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm not telling you if you failed it or not.
Oh, I know. I'm just making the joke.
Yep.
On the one hand, I've been in enough jails to know that this probably is all we're finding. On the other hand, these are gnomes. What are they hiding?
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
Can't underestimate gnomes.
Explosions.
Mhm.
Explosions. I'm willing to
You
bet
are
there
in a
are
village
stairs.
that is set on top of a active volcano.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
I'm willing to bet there's fire involved.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Or lava,
Alright.
or magma.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys opt to start up?
Clayton is going to immediately hold up a finger to anyone trying to go up and say, no.
I'm not going anywhere.
We're not
I know
moving.
better. I know better.
Mm-hmm.
Thieves' tools have a small viewing mirror, correct? Like for checking around corners and shit?
I gotta have to look that up, actually.
Yeah, I don't know if they.
Mm,
I
You'd
don't know.
think that they would.
I'm
It would
pretty
make sense, yeah.
just confirm.
Yep, small mirror on a metal handle.
Nice.
Okay,
Nice.
Clayton's going to look at Jem and say, can you use your mirror and see what's up there? I know something's waiting for us up there.
Sure.
Try to stay on the stairs and do not go onto the second level.
Oh, hells no. What do I have to roll for that?
I don't know if you heard that.
I don't think anyone heard you. No.
Heard
You don't
what?
hear the dice rolling down the surprisingly loud okay, I guess the noise canceling is doing its job. That's actually inconvenient. Hold on, let's correct that.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay. No sign
What?
of anything.
Okay. So I kind of whisper back, no sign of anything.
Clayton's just going to nod. He's just going to look up at Mitney and Archie. Mitney, can you go up and take lead? We'll follow.
Okay. Nay. Carefully, sneakily up the stairs.
Okay.
Sneaky.
Okay, we don't
Oh, there we go. That's the stairs.
Ah, poop buckets.
Oh my.
I was
Okay.
hoping gnomes would have indoor plumbing.
I thought that was a swear, not just a poop bucket literal, until I squinted at the map again.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was
Poop
so
bucket.
confused for a second. I'm like going, is he cussing? Or is there a poop bucket?
Okay. The cells are barred. They are very Spartan. Yes, they are poop bucket. At least in the jail. Possible that they don't trust the prisoners with plumbing. Now that you think about it, but also plumbing would be a very interesting technical challenge in, again, a village on a volcano.
See, it would be a technical challenge, but it also just kind of needs to be a shoot into the volcano.
That is true.
The shit will
Also-
fall.
Also, if anyone would rise to the challenge of pressurized plumbing in a volcano, I'm pretty sure it would be gnomes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
True. Deep
It
gnomes
makes
do have some
sense.
slight cultural differentiations, to say the least, but that's fair. That said, what you do not see are any creatures or any sign of anything attacking. A quick search of the cells, because I'm going to just go ahead and keep advancing the scene, will get you to a locker along the south wall, not depicted on the map, that does have the goblin and bugbear's equipment, including stuff
Alright.
for 2 more bugbears that were presumably slain before they ever got into the city.
No.
Yeah, they were. They did not go without a fight.
I mean, that's good for them.
Probably not so good for the gnomes, but also not so good for them because they didn't make it.
Yeah.
Anyways, that said, we're going to drag Clayton back up to the upper map, focus ping everyone over there, and I'll move tokens over the next time it becomes relevant. Okay. you think you have an open. You think that if you go back the way you came, you've got pretty good odds of not encountering anything until you enter the station. Um,
Okay.
the power station has one door, which and no windows. It is a 30-foot tall steel tower from the top of this blocky one-story building. And yeah, there's steam and there's electricity and there's dramatic arcs of lightning, and it's loud. It's kind of loud.
Just a little bit. On the other hand, that does mean that we're going to have a better chance of not being heard. Not so
Yeah,
much
we're gonna have
not
a
being
little bit of
seen.
cover. It's gonna be nice.
Especially with the amount of steam that's billowing out all over the place.
Yeah. Way too hot in here.
Mhm.
Is the equipment too much for one person to carry back to the Abbey? Just asking out of curiosity. Or is it just like swords and padded armor?
Swords, basic armor.
Okay. Clayton is going to scrounge a satchel from somewhere because there's bound to be one.
I'm gonna say yeah. Go ahead and assume that.
Yeah, shove everything into a satchel, and he's just gonna look at Jem and say, "I'm gonna sprint for the Abbey. If you guys want to wait in this house up here for me to get back."
You signal a specific house. Okay.
Yes, this one.
All right. Does anyone disagree with this plan?
Nope.
Oh, sounds
No.
fine.
Okay, but I am going to drag. We're gonna arbitrarily go with Archie to mark the positions for the rest of the
Excuse me.
party.
All right.
Clayton and Root. Okay. Anyone roll me a luck check, and anyone who trusts they're keeping an eye out, roll me a perception check.
I don't trust me either way.
I mean, I
I'll take the
don't
luck
entrust me
again.
either, but I'll try the perception.
Okay.
Yep, I got luck.
It's decent. Oh wait,
Decent.
no, that was you. That was you.
Yep.
Mine has not. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's good.
Okay.
Okay.
Get reasonable. Okay. No sign of anything until after you get into the house. Until you get into the house and hole up. The house is, of course, sized for gnomes, so the furnishings are a little awkward, but it at least allows you to safely take a knee for the moment.
Yes.
Nice.
Clayton, you're going to give me, in order, a luck check, a perception check, a second luck check, and a second perception check.
And I assume if the luck check goes badly, I'm going to want a stealth check.
Correct, but that's depending
Okay,
on
luck
if
check
you...
first.
Yeah.
Not terrible.
Okay.
Perception.
Nothing yet.
Yeah. Luck check. Not great, but not a 1.
Perception.
And perception. Oof.
Oh.
You turn the corner. And there is a clockwork defender.
Whoop.
Now. You really think that Clayton's this worried?
I am going to say that you did not have the opportunity to. They did not have the opportunity to roll the stealth check.
That's fine.
What you do have is a bit of distance to exploit. You have a couple different choices for what you could do, and I'm going to let you look. And I'm not going to go ahead and list them for you because I know it's Clayton we're talking about. You have a plan.
Clayton has many plans.
Fortunately, it is only one defender.
And it is looking at me, I assume.
Yes, but it hasn't shrieked or anything just yet.
Yes.
You don't even know if these ones can.
Okay. Clayton's plan. Actually, helps if I hit push to talk, doesn't it?
Uh-huh.
It does a little.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
I thought it was just a dramatic pause.
you, you could let us continue thinking that if you want. It makes you feel better.
Okay. All 4 feet on the ground, and I assume close to the edge, but not on it.
Yeah, it's on the ground. It's not particularly close to the edge.
Okay. Well, that actually does work. Clayton is going to pull some amazing bullshit.
Oh boy.
Lovely.
He's just going to say, "Hey, you're one of Tixie's." And he's just going to say, "Big fan." And he's going to sprint this way, drop the satchel at the door, and slap the door and say, "It's out here, don't come out yet." Sprint up here, hop onto the roof, and stealth lay down in this little nook.
Okay.
That's like 5 rolls.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Actually, that's only 2 rolls.
Hold on.
Nothing else is really that hard.
Okay. So it is starting to move as you speak to it. It's starting to approach, but it is forced to slow as you at the corner. You drop the bag and signal them without difficulty. In fact, I will shrink their tokens and move them onto being visible on the map.
No, he is
They can
definitely saying, "Don't open the door yet."
Yep. All right. Give me an athletics check. Due to momentum, I'm going to say that you have advantage.
Yes. Not bad.
Okay. The defender clambers past the corner, but you are out of its immediate reach. Now you can attempt the stealth check. This time you will not have advantage because this thing is capable of basic logic, and in those 2 places, there's like 3 ways you could have gone, and it can see you didn't go this way.
Mm-hmm. Fortunately, it only needs to be wrong once, and I only have to be not seen.
Yep, that's what the stealth check's for.
Nice.
Okay. It spins. It looks. It does not go there. That was a misclick. Looks around the corner, and shines a spotlight from its eyes at where it believes you are. You are not going to have very long before more stuff's coming with that spotlight shining on in your direction.
Fortunately, I'm not too worried. I did plan this.
It does not. The light is not actually hitting you, so you don't think it sees you. It just knows you're approximately there.
Yes. Again, all I needed was for it to make a wrong assumption. Clayton is just going to slide down the back of the building, sneak around, and then he is going to book it in a sprint along the edge, not right along the edge,
but behind and onto the road.
Behind the building, and then putting his big burst of speed on the bridge.
Okay. Give me a stealth check to buy yourself the time to get an awful position going. Okay. And when you start sprinting, are you trying to keep your footsteps muffled, or are you intentionally clanging or something get it to come after you so that these two can get their gear.
He is intentionally clanging,
Okay.
but he is also going to go up here and around the buildings, where he will then duck behind one once
Okay.
it's safe.
I'm
Okay.
baby.
So
I'm baby.
it charges. You're not sure if these two are going for their gear yet because you're too busy going the other way.
Yeah, well,
The bad
Clayton's
news
done what he
is
said he would do.
this is an open. The bad news is this is an open space. Getting the cover for a stealth check before this thing catches up to you. Well, actually, your sprint
I've got
pace is about
distance.
matching it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it comes up. You are able to slip
Sure.
around. This gives you an opportunity for a stealth check, but due to the speed and due to the burst of speed, meaning you're breathing a little heavy, this one will be a disadvantage.
Actually, Clayton is not rolling stealth yet. He wants to be seen going back here this turn.
Okay.
Oh boy.
He is,
You-
however, going to drop another firecracker at his feet. And I believe he has one left after this.
Okay.
And
Move
then
to the position you are landing at.
Running
After-
here.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
he'll duck behind this wall.
Okay. The firecracker, remind me the effect?
The firecracker is basically an explosion, noise, something that will startle anyone that wasn't expecting it. It's not a weapon unless you jam it in.
Yep. Unfortunately, this thing isn't programmed to particularly react to it. It is phased for a short second before it gets back to charging.
A second is
Said,
all Clayton needs.
your stealth check is no longer at disadvantage.
Yes. 13. Not great, but I do have distance. And he is not going to remain here. He is just ducking behind, and he's going to duck into one of these two buildings.
Okay. Approaches. Pick which one you're going for.
This one.
You slip around to the front and in. The bad news is that it has followed, and even though you shut the door, but it is pointing at the door. It is stomping to create noise. And there is a light shining on the door. Everyone in this building, you can see through you can see it through the back window.
Now.
Anxious Ari is anxious.
You do have your comms, so keep that in mind.
Yes. Clayton is just going to say into his comm, don't worry, I've got this. Move across the street now while we've got the opening.
Get
Will
right
do.
I go across the street while
Yep.
there's an
Yeah.
opening.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yep.
I'm going.
Quietly going
Same.
across the street while there's an opening.
Same.
Yep.
I stay with the crowd.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Stealth it.
And while I'm here, just basic inquiry. It looks like a house. Is it a house? Does it have windows? Does it have a back door? And is it wood or stone?
It is a house of stone. There are windows, but not a door in the back.
All Clayton needs. You know how Clayton had bombs? Now
Yeah.
we're using it.
Are you going to leave a bomb in the house and go out the window?
Oh, yes. Actually, technically, Clayton is going to set a bomb in the house by the front door, go out the back if it's possible, if not, the side.
Okay.
And then he's going to slam the door from the inside to really let them know that, yes, he's in here. Come and get him.
Okay. We're going to camera swap. Rest of
Boy.
you were advised to go on in to the power station. do you?
All right. Will
May
do.
as well.
Yeah.
All right. You do not need a luck check nor perception, so you're going to go in. I am going to drag your tokens to the gate to the power station. Then I will reveal the map. Give me a second. Okay. Reveal area. Okay. And we'll get to the Clockwork Defender that you see. I think you see the token for in a moment. There's something unusual going on there. Okay. The interior of the power station is a single large room filled with steam. 4 howling turbines take up most of the floor space. Iron steps lead to a 6-foot-high iron balcony to the west of the room. At the north end of that balcony is an iron ladder that climbs to a trapdoor in the roof. There's also a metal console on that balcony. One of the turbines is glitching. It is clank, clank, clank. There's something stuck in there. Also, this room is bloody full of steam.
Wait.
Weh.
Okay. But yeah, you don't. You know that something's in there. You don't know that yet that it's a Clockwork Defender. And I forgot to focus paint. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
And note that you're actually coming in from the north, and this way is south, but we're not going to worry about that. We're going to just go with the scene as it's visualized because frankly, there's got to be some sanity limitations here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you guys proceed in?
Along the wall. It clanky, it full of
Yeah.
steam.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good news is Clayton is giving you all a hell of a distraction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That is very nice. Thank you.
Yep.
Don't die.
Please don't die.
Yeah.
If you die, Gemma's
Yeah.
gonna go off and study necromancy to bring you back to life, just so she can kill you again.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. All right. So you are not under immediate attack, and we're going to camera back to Clayton. So Clayton, bomb on the door. Bomb on the door. Create noise on the door while you're slipping out the side. That's your plan, yeah?
More or less, I am, however, going to specify Clayton slapped the bomb on the southwest wall in the corner where he can do structural damage to the integrity of the house
Ooh.
and still
Oh, sorry,
blow the
Rico.
door. He set about a minute fuse, and then he's going for the door or the window.
Okay. Roll me a stealth check.
Ha ha ha!
Nice.
Nice.
Yahaha.
You slip towards the side. It slips towards the side. Hitting at 20 to its perception.
Oh no.
Oh.
That's unfortunate.
No.
You have enough opportunity to slip back in without it being. You don't think it can jump up enough to get to the window that you're clambering out through.
No, he is definitely not going to clamber out. He is definitely going to get back in real quick.
Okay.
That leaves 50 seconds on the fuse.
Yes.
And
Oh,
1 second. 1 second.
oh,
They are clockwork. They are smart, but they are also logical. Clayton is going to drop a smoke bomb out the window, and then go over to the other window and drop another smoke bomb. And that's going to leave him 1 smoke bomb left. And this is
okay.
using his class skills, so yeah.
You are okay. I'm gonna say you have 5 rounds till the bomb goes off, unless you opt to snuff it and use the smoke to escape instead.
He is not snuffing it yet. He's going to try to get out this window, this side, assuming there's a window.
Okay, I am going to say you will have a window.
Okay.
Slip out the opposite side. Okay, stealth check with advantage. Using
Nice.
1 cloud of smoke. The smoke makes it imperfect to see, but from what you can hear, it is on the other side.
Yes.
You can almost assuredly duck dive and weave down to get to the power station.
He is actually
Or
not going to do that yet.
okay,
He is
what's your
going
point?
to slip around the back and move to. Actually, he's going to move to this house and slip in and hope that the smoke is obscuring the street there.
Okay.
He wants to be
Alright.
able to see the power station, the Abbey, and this street. So
Okay. As you hop around, you can probably make that work. Okay. Roll me the damage of the explosive.
that is, unless I'm mistaken, a bomb is 3d8.
Yep. 3d6.
3d6. This is why I check. And he is not trying to destroy the clockwork, he is trying to destroy the building and cause a distraction.
Okay. The explosion rocks the building. It rocks the power station just a tiny bit. You guys felt that.
Yikes.
And it
Tiny.
provokes what we are going to classify as a bit of a shitstorm.
Excellent.
Is that the technical term?
Oh, that is indeed the technical term for what is very much a shitstorm on our screen.
That is indeed the
That
technical
sure
term.
is a shitstorm. Sure
Yeah.
is.
3 clockwork observers are coming in. They are shrieking, so all of you know the locations. There are defenders bounding in from multiple directions. I'm gonna go ahead and keep the pogs big for the moment. Clayton, you are in this house. This
No,
defender
this
is still
this house was the one.
dragged. Oh, you slipped all the way over there.
Around
Okay.
the back and made his way to this house.
Okay. Yeah, they are active. They are coming. And one of them is directly approaching the door to the power station.
Clayton is just going to radio into the comms, get back in the back of the power station, behind anything you can, and just stay out of sight.
Okay. Camera switch. Back to the station side.
Yeah.
Well,
If we can tell where back is.
Away
Away
from
from the door.
You can loosely see the outline of the buildings, so you can see where the turbines are. You can see the stairs. You can see the back.
Okay.
Um,
alright.
but you also know that You have been actively warned there's stuff approaching the entrance.
Cool.
They would like to go kind of this way.
Also,
Okay.
I will note, Inc., that we are going to want to go back to Clayton if things start going pear-shaped in the power station.
I will
Mhm.
keep that in mind. But yeah, at this point it is full heat. Does anyone not follow Mitney?
I'm
I think Archivist would want to actually get up higher to
Okay.
yeah
Also,
Yeah,
Clayton is unaware of the steam, so
stealthily.
yeah.
use that to your advantage or disadvantage.
Ari is going with Midney.
I think
Yeah.
Seth's gonna go with Ari and Mitney.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, Jamisha, keep in mind that of course you have the option no one else has, clambering up the wall.
Yeah, which is what I was thinking of doing.
Spider gem. Spider gem.
Okay. Okay,
So
so you
I
guys
was
have
gonna,
room
I'm gonna get up on the wall and then to the ceiling probably.
all the way to the ceiling. Okay, I'm gonna mark that by slightly expanding your tokens. That this marker's a little more visible. And we will use web marker to indicate you're up on the ceiling. Okay.
Fine.
Okay.
This is when you see one. They're not actually there. I'm just having to do the drag. One clockwork defender enters directly underneath Jamisha, followed immediately by a clockwork observer.
Mhm.
They are shining a spotlight on the center turbines. Archivist, give me a perception check.
Okay. My perception is not terrible, so we'll see how the roll goes. Roll 20.
Advantage or disadvantage window, did that pop up?
Ah, yes.
That damn window screws so many rolls.
Yes, it really does.
Oh, damn.
Very, very
Yeah,
nice.
you now see that there's a clockwork defender lodged into one of the turbines. So that's the cause of the problem. It is active. It is moving. The other one is glancing at it and then looking around.
Okay,
Everyone
goodness me.
inside the building, it is time for us to clear the initiative list. And it is time for you to roll in it.
Me no likey.
Okay.
Yeah, me not like he either. I was kind of hoping to at least move towards everybody else.
Hold on. This is why Clayton is saying he's preparing if things go pear-shaped. Do they have cause to think
Wow,
they've been seen?
rude.
They have no cause to look at the ceiling, I don't think. I'm dead silent.
Yep, they
Mhm.
do not yet have cause to look at the ceiling. So, and I will say you made it up. It's not that tall of a building.
Okay, cool.
So, we are going to sort the turns. Then we are going to pivot the camera back to Clayton. You saw things. You saw things go in. You know that there are multiple defenders and observers actively hunting this district now.
Hunting this district.
Whew.
Sorry, Bugbear buddy. Sorry, Goblin buddy. I hope you ran like hell. Looking at the power station map, the observer is still roughly outside the power station door, correct?
I'm going to say barely.
All Clayton needs. Clayton is going to slip out the front door, fire a pot shot at the observer, and full-on sprint action towards the Abbey and past the Abbey towards their first district.
Okay,
Over here.
roll the attack first. Okay, roll damage.
And dumb question, because it didn't see me. Oh, wait, no, it's a automaton. I can't roll sneak attack on it.
Correct. No, you can roll. You can roll sneak attack on these things, but I'm gonna say it doesn't matter. Jamisha, you hear the clang of this and the spark as the observer comes crashing down to the ground.
Okay.
One target down, two going, and it is at this point that the music I referenced earlier. It is time to start it. You have as combat returns to active. It would help if I scrolled up the correct channel.
Nah, it's fine.
Hecky, man, tekee
Clayton would have liked to know if the Clockwork Defenders have ranged attacks, but he's got distance right now. And frankly, if anything is paying attention to anything but him, he's done his job wrong.
Well, there are spotlights shining in your direction as they are starting to dash after you.
Well, as I said, Clayton's entire action that turn was to get everything's attention and use his full movement to get there.
Okay.
So I will let you determine how far that is per turn.
Okay. First round of combat begins. Ari.
God damn it. Ugh.
Bearing in mind that you don't know if you've been seen yet.
Yeah.
You can hear plenty of clambering outside, and one of them is going to pass soon. You now know, thanks to Archivist, that there are two defenders in the room. One is physically stuck and probably severely damaged.
We have Jamisha up on the wall. We don't want her to get spotted. That thing's gonna come around the corner anyway. Ugh.
We should hold till it actually do. Midnight mutters. Midnight is going to get low.
You have steam, you have a giant turbine in front of you. All you have to do is not be seen.
That's true.
Or to quote Monty Python, how not to be seen.
Do not perceive me.
Do not
Yeah,
perceive.
I think I will hold next to Midnay.
Okay. Okay, I'm not going to advance the turn order yet. Jamisha, do you do
Yes.
anything? What's your action? You can see I'm trying to keep concealment.
Yes. I want to keep concealment for sure, but I'm trying to see if how much I want to risk this. All right, let's take a look here, dear. Okay, I think I'm going to. All right. Spell's range just doubled. Okay. I think. Well, to be perfectly frank, the only thing I've got that I can do anything with is an Eldritch Blast. Nothing else.
Or slipping a quarter trying to keep cover.
Yeah, that's the only other option. So. Yeah, I think I'll just kind of very stealthily move to the corner away So like this direction, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
corner.
you may hold your main action to see how it reacts.
Yes.
Archivist,
Mhm.
you are on the stairs.
Yep.
The iron stairs. Stealth check
Yes.
with disadvantage if you want to remain hidden. Otherwise, we're going to reset to the top of the round
Mhm.
as you guys become aware that it's gone loud.
Yes. However, I do have a. I do in fact have a cape that gives me advantage on stealth checks. So, flat
Okay.
roll.
Okay. Well, roll it.
We
Roll it neutral then.
Yeah. And we didn't fix the armor between sessions, the scale mail between sessions, since I wouldn't have chosen scale mail if I had known that in
So
post.
it'll be the first roll, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just the first roll. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see how this goes. That
Oh!
one.
No.
Spotlights on archivists.
God
Ari,
damn it. Well,
your turn for
Oh
real.
no.
Shite. Scheisse.
Scheiße
Anyway,
Kopf.
they lit themselves up with their nice headlights.
They did light
Yeah.
themselves up with their nice headlights, so
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes. You know exactly where both of them are.
one of them is partially broken. That's what we're getting at with them being stuck in the generator?
It is severely mangled and trapped.
Do these things explode at all by any chance?
So far, you have not seen them explode.
Alright.
Damn it.
Doesn't
Can't
mean
take
there's
a
no
risk on
fuel or
that.
anything, but
Well, given that exploding would take out the power grid and prevent you from manipulating the bridges, that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say they didn't explode when Clayton and Midnight had their arms in their mouths.
That's true.
Yeah.
They did not explode.
Yes, that's why you have arms.
Hmm.
Your arms are still plural.
Well, I guess this is the tried and true, so I started blasting.
Okay, shuffle into position. You do not have a clear line of fire unless you move towards the front. I'd say you have to move to at least here-ish if you're shooting the front one. And if you want to try to shoot for that one,
Yeah.
about where you just were. Okay. Make sure you specify which one you're shooting at. And yeah.
One near the door.
Okay. Roll it.
There it is. Come on, roll 20. There you go. You did good. They give you a cookie.
Okay, that is a very nice hit.
Yeah.
Me likey.
It now realizes that it is flanked. But I believe you have something that lets you shoot a second time.
I
don't
do.
You?
Yes. I believe. Is it? I don't think it's second
Yeah.
wind. Is it second wind? No, that's not it.
No, it's extra attack.
Okay.
yeah, you're a fighter. You
Yeah.
get that.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Jesus Christ!
Damn, good job, Ben.
Damn.
Ari apparently does not like clockwork.
He does not. No. He
Okay,
is.
I mean,
He
Ari
is
can't-
going
at
with.
it.
He is going
Can't say I blame you.
with
Giving an
extreme
ex-
prejudice.
Give me an extra 1d10.
Oh. 1d10. Oops. I forgot the space.
Damn.
God.
Second one clashes into it with pretty fiercely. It would probably help if I was looking at fighter and not Alameda monk for when your next thing's gonna kick in. Okay. Um, I'll be a little later, but not a lot. Okay. Cool. All right, Jamisha.
Yeah.
2 shots have rung into the mobile defender. Your turn this time, we're counting it as the true turn.
Okay. Which one? The one in the thing or the one at the end?
The one at the door is the one that's
The
been
door.
shot.
Yeah, door. Okay.
This one is trapped and probably unable to move. Jay will, after Jamisha's turn resolves.
So I have a question for the DM.
Do it.
Can I shoot my Eldritch Blasts from the ceiling?
Yes.
Awesome.
Straight up.
Fuck yes. All right. Well. Let's attempt this shit. Normal roll. Nope.
Okay. But you do get a second shot.
A second beam, yes.
Mm-hmm.
One more time.
Oh my god!
Really?
Oh no, I took everybody's luck. I'm so sorry.
It's starting to look like it. Good grief. Your beams both scorch the ground next to it.
Got lost in the steam.
Yeah. Archivist.
Might have to change
Correction.
backstory.
Jay.
One thing that Jay wants to note for Clayton is that Clayton and Ari are intimately aware of each other's abilities. When it becomes time for Clayton's next turn to resolve, he is going to be timing his shots for when he knows Ari's pace of fire to continue being a distraction. But that will be on Clayton's turn, just mentioning.
We will resolve how that goes at the end of the round is what we're doing for the moment, for the record. So I'm actually
Sounds good, just making clear.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, all right. So, that
Clockwork's
since
killed my
that
puppy.
shit's the case.
Fucking John Wick over on the Clockworks here.
Okay.
Gonna run in and just smack this one in the face.
Okay.
I've been spotted, so. Alright. 1.
If it's not rolling, check the advantage disadvantage window.
Yes. Alright.
With its heavy armor, that does not hit.
Yeah. And because I am a fighter variant, attack 2.
Also clangs off of it.
Irritating, but
The
fine.
damaged Clockwork Defender is attempting to actively pull itself out, but it doesn't have a chance of succeeding. It is unable to take further action than staring at Archivist. Zephiel.
Hello.
I'm just going to be expanding the token when your turn kicks in so that we can.
Yeah. So I am thinking I'm gonna want to cast some bardic inspiration on at least someone. Which of you would be the best candidate for that? I have 3, and I think I could. Can I only cast 1 per turn?
Correct.
Okay.
Mhm.
So who wants it first? No takers?
I mean, if no one else is volunteering,
May as
I'll
well.
take it.
Yeah. So I will I will. I was thinking actually, archivist would be a good one. So I think, yeah, Ari doesn't need it. I was thinking the same thing, Jay. So yes, bardic inspiration on Archie. I will get gem next turn,
Woo!
and I will save my last one for an emergency.
Probably reasonable. Okay, that still leaves you your main action.
So my main action, let me see here. What can I do? I don't know if Whelm has definitely worked against these things before, and so has Vicious Mockery.
Your father was a toaster.
Yeah, I think if I 60 feet, right? Am I within 60 feet of that Clockwork Defender nearest to us? That's a good question. Let's measure that.
I'm gonna say this room scaling is gonna be a little wonky. You are fine.
Fine.
That
Okay.
scaling is wrong.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool.
But you
'Cause it
don't
was,
have his line of fire, so you're
but I
gonna have to
don't.
move forward
Okay.
to get a clear line of sight to do much.
Okay. I will move. I'll move over here beside Ari and try to do a vicious mockery on this dude, on this Clockwork Defender. See if we can.
The one in the turbine, or the one that's actively in the heat of combat.
Oh, probably the one that's in the heat of combat. Because if the less of a threat we can make it, the better.
Okay.
Okay, so vicious
Roll it.
mockery. And so that's
Okay.
Your father was sold for scrap parts.
father was out of warranty.
Oh.
That's what Jay said, and I like that one.
You think it's hard to say amidst its snarling and turning towards Archivist, but you think it did something?
I mean, I'll take it.
All right. Unfortunately, that leaves Archivist. Please remind me your AC.
My AC is doop 17.
Well, good news. It chomps absolutely bloody thin air because it was a nat 1.
Oh, good.
I just think that the dice
And
are
you
also
can't
not
blame
happy
roll
with them.
And you can't blame roll 20 for that one, because that was me with my physical dice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to say that after we resolve this immediate situation, we are going to enter wind down phase. However, Mitney.
Mitney is going to go punch something, probably.
Do
Okay.
a punch, punchy
Move in-
punch.
Move into approximate range of the one you're punching, and
Punch, punch.
start
Mitney,
swinging. Start swinging.
Punch, punch.
Good hit.
Solid hit.
Ah.
Okay. This
Punch,
thing is well past. It's looking more damage than the one that's actually caught in the damn turbine.
Punch number 2.
Love martial arts so much.
Hits.
Punch, punch number 2.
Okay. It's still standing.
Punch, punch number 3 with flurry of blows.
Okay. Invoke the key point and roll it.
Wait.
Ah,
This one,
Meh.
it basically by sheer luck manages to swing wide and get out of the way. Camera switch. Clayton. You see that one more defender is moving, and based on the noise, it's probably going to try and go into the power station. You
I
can
assume that
choose.
one.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, this one? Yeah. There's actually two. I'm sorry. There's two that are approaching to potentially go into the station.
Oh,
You have everything else's attention is on you. If you choose to directly join a combat, you're basically going to have to commit to taking out every enemy in the district.
oh, don't worry, Clayton.
Um,
Well,
I have received a phone call. My apologies. I need a minute.
okay. This gives me time to organize my thoughts.
I'm gonna use the time to go to the bathroom.
Good call.
Okay, there we go. Sorry.
Bryn just went to the bathroom.
Ah,
We didn't know how long you were going to be out, so.
That's fine.
Yeah.
when
We
I'm
did not
DMing,
realize this
I
was
will
supposed to be
I will devote every moment I can to minimizing length of calls.
Mhm.
No worries. All that's going to happen is Ari is going to shriek Clayton's name anyway.
Mm-hmm.
My one question before I act: are these drawbridges or are these solid bridges?
They are. I'm having to check some notes. Give me a minute. Give me a minute.
Absolutely.
All of the bridges are able to be raised or lowered.
That's all Clayton needed to know.
And I will also add, Archivist, you saw
Mhm.
what appears to be the control panel
Oh.
on that upper level.
Oh, I'll be right back. I gotta check the door.
Okay.
I was waiting for package, so.
Package.
I.
Actually, if all the bridges are drawbridges, that actually makes things so much easier for Clayton. Clayton is not actively joining combat, but he is attacking. He is going to line up a shot on this defender. Fire.
Okay. Okay.
And
Roll
going
it.
to sprint ahead.
Oh, now she's purring.
Thanks to his thievery, he can
Huh?
do. Oh, come on. Where did my sheet go? Damn it. Roll20 is not liking my character sheet today.
Solid
There
hit.
you go.
Roll it.
And it's going in, so that will be a sneak attack.
Yes. So.
And he's third level, so that's actually 2d6, isn't it? Or third level, then fifth level, then.
Correct. That's 3d6. You're at fifth
Yeah.
level.
a good sneak attack. That doesn't get
Yeah.
extension.
The one that Archivist, you can kind of see it outside the door. It is sparking. That shot hit good.
Good.
And then
And
Clayton
yes,
is using his full movement plus his thief cunning dash action to get as far west as he can get this turn.
okay. This time, the goblin and the bugbear are outside, and they were starting to move. And Slonk just shouts, "What did you do?"
Mm,
Don't worry about it.
I got your equipment. If you keep running with me, we'll get out of here. I promise.
All right. You have successfully provoked most things to keep on chasing you. The exception is one of the defenders bins in and is just outside the door. But everything else is
Fortunately,
chasing
the door is currently blocked.
by the other one, yes. So mobility is a little limited at the moment.
Uh-huh.
Turn! Ari.
A moment, I must dislodge a cat from me.
How dare you?
I know, child. You're such a brat, though. I went into the bathroom and I came back out, and she was in my seat with her claws stuck in the back of the chair.
Oh, jeez.
So when I picked her up, she was very upset. But then as soon as I had her like sitting down with me, she was like, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna curl up and purr now." Cats.
Oh, please.
I did give Tibby pets though.
Good.
Kevin.
Okay, so
Okay. So
Where-
you have the trapped
where-
one, you have this one nearly destroyed, and you can tell there's one outside the door about to clamber on in when it gets a chance.
so my screen is still showing
Oh.
the outside. There we go. I was like, wait,
Sorry.
So the one at the
Sorry.
door is probably.
It is one good hit's almost guaranteed going to bring that sucker down.
We'll see.
It's the fun part of getting a good hit.
And as noted, Clayton is continuing to try and pace his shots with Ari's.
Yep. Come on, roll 20. I know I hit it. There we go. Oh, thank God.
Another good
That's
shot.
a solid hit. Okay. It drops. One down.
Yes. Really over here about to start singing how much longer until your luck runs out. I was like, I don't know if it's going to hold.
You have a second attack. You do not currently have an angle to shoot either of them, but can easily move for either of them if you're careful.
Kind of worried about attacking the one that's in the generator because we could potentially make it worse. Make the generator worse.
We're so proud of you, Ari.
Alright, going for the other one behind the door.
You got this, babe.
Okay.
Meh.
It
That's gonna be our
clanks
armor
off
check.
of the armor.
Damn.
Okay, so we need higher than a 16.
Not the best shot for me now. Probably wasn't the best angle.
Jamisha,
Yeah.
you're the one that notices that this one just about has reached Ari now.
Which one has reached? Oh boy. Okay.
One in the generator. Clayton is
I
proud
wa-
of you, Ari, to an extent.
Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blasted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So anyway, you started blasting.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
And
God.
that decisively hits.
Okay. Alright.
Look, one of us has to be the cautious one, and it's not you.
Okay.
Hey, way to go, Jamisha.
Damn,
Cautious,
there's
says the boy moving adjacent to an enemy.
Mm-hmm.
There's a second one.
Yep. Roll it.
Okay. Oh, well,
A hit's a
not great
hit.
roll.
And if it's stuck in the machinery, we don't think it needs many hits to go down.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm trying to aim it towards whatever's sticking out. So it doesn't.
A pretty sensible call. Archivist, the one that was engaged with you, is now down.
Yep. All right.
But you can see too.
Means I can slip in here and give it a whack.
Okay.
Give it a whack like it's gator golf.
Another good hit.
Rolf.
Okay.
All right.
It's still up.
We'll see if it is after this next one. Assuming I hit.
Clangs off of the armor.
Damn it.
It spins and well, not spins, but turns and and attempts to chomp at you unsuccessfully. Zephyr.
Hello. So, I am gonna do another bardic inspiration over to Jamisha. So that's 2 down, and I'm saving my last one for a rainy day.
Okay. Marking the buff marker on Jamisha.
And I think I mean, I can try vicious mockery again. Or I could try because it did seem to kind of help. And then there's Whelm, which I could also use for some psychic damage. It won't bring it down, but it'll help at least.
Seems
So I could
reasonable.
just come close. So I think I'll just use Whelm on it.
Okay.
If Roll20 will roll it for me.
Check your advantage window.
There we go. No, I already went past that window,
Oh.
so
The spark of energy clanks off of its armor and does not appear to have effect.
well, that's poopy. All right, that's my turn.
Okay. The defender outside. We're just gonna shuffle the corpses out of the way. Charges in.
Over the corpses in its way.
I will
Yeah.
note, clockwork rubble is counted as difficult terrain.
Yes, but that's not enough to stop it.
I know. I'm just saying.
This one's chomp lands home slightly. Archivist takes 4 damage and give me a strength saving throw.
Very well.
Yeah.
Okay, you managed to keep it from clamping hold all the way.
It did not, in
Mitney.
fact, give him the claim.
Mitney chooses to punch the one that tried to bite. Or successfully tried to grapple.
Oh, the one that succeeded in biting. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Technically succeeded at biting, but it failed in grappling. Punch.
Mm-hmm. It did a bit of damage.
Wow. Punch number 2.
Yep. That hits. Okay.
Wow.
Damage starts on it. For the record, so that you guys don't have to have kept track know that it has on the order of they have on the order of 40 HP apiece. Back outside. Okay.
Okay, Clayton's turn this time is actually really simple.
Oh.
Yes, he is going to yell to the goblin and the bugbear, keep running, go left, and try to get into the buckets.
What?
Trust me.
They will they pause, look at you like you are batshit insane. But
Do you want? And then he's going to say, or you can play with the clockwork.
Backus it is. And they are and presumably you are going in the direction of the bucket station.
Though, hold on, he is not done here yet.
Oh.
Clayton is actually stopping right here for 2 reasons. One, he wants to give the bugbear and the goblin time to get ahead. And 2, there's a reason I checked to see if these were drawbridges. He is not going to alter the fuse on this bomb. He's just going to drop it to go, and these will typically go off in 2 or 3 turns. Drop it, or place it right against the hinge of the bridge before he resumes running.
Oh dear.
Okay.
GM's call on when it goes off, but he is pretty sure it will go off when the defenders are on the bridge.
Yeah. Okay.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
So glad I advised bombs.
Oh,
Mhm.
Clayton had plans for bombs. He just didn't want anyone else handling them.
And this is when you see the next bit of this is when you see the next complication. Remember what you had Smoothie doing?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna say there are 2 clockwork defenders at the station turned away from you because they are chomping at they are attempting particularly sub-successfully really to chomp at Smoothie, who is kind of doing the taunty motions at the station.
Ironically, Clayton did plan for this.
This is somehow going to plan, okay?
I wouldn't say this is going to plan, but this isn't going off plan yet.
Okay. I just keep yeah. Okay. Back inside.
As I said, Clayton is not anyone from Leverage. Clayton is fucking Hannibal from A-Team.
Mm,
Seems like a great person to bring along the leverage trip.
Yes,
So
agreed.
does that make Mitney Mr. T?
it is the Fu.
Is Mitney the Night Elf Mohawk?
Mm,
I'm glad that people get that even the non-WoW players among us get that one.
No, I get that one. I've seen that commercial so many times, man.
Oh,
One of
that
the
wasn't
few
just a commercial.
So good.
The let's see, the Night Elf
Honestly,
Mohawk was an NPC in multiple regions.
oh, I have no doubt that it was. No doubt.
Yep. Yeah. Night Elf Mohawk. Yeah.
Anyway,
they
Ari, I assume you start blasting.
Yeah.
There's the one that tried to bite you, and the one that succeeded in biting Archivist.
mhm.
Well, I guess I should turn my attention to that one.
And I will say, after this round, regardless of how this resolves, it's going to be conclusion of session
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
That's
fine.
10.
because we have crossed 10.
Clayton
I'm
has.
going
I have written down Clayton's actions.
Okay. Okay. It's down.
Oh,
That one's down. Unfortunately, it is still trapped in the machine. You're gonna have to pull it out, but that could wait a little bit. Or I guess say you can use your extra attack to try and yank it out, or you can shoot at the defender.
I feel like that should be an after thing when we're safe enough to
Mhm.
do. Yeah,
That doesn't
Okay.
sound like a mid-combat action.
does
no.
not know.
For sure.
Plus, if I have the chance, there are tools on me. I can make it a little bit easier than just brute forcing it.
Yep. Okay.
Right.
Roll your second attack then.
God damn it.
That pings off of it.
Ping.
Jamisha,
Yep.
Yeah,
your turn.
good. I blast.
En- Enjoy your bardic inspiration.
Yeah,
Hi,
how does that
welcome
work?
back. I'm almost done.
When you roll your attack, if your attack fails, you have the choice to attempt to roll the Bardic Inspiration die to see which will add to the roll and possibly make it succeed.
Okay, cool.
You do
Well,
not need the
first
bardic
one's okay.
inspiration yet.
First one's okay.
And that means both of them hit, so roll the damage a second time.
Oh, okay. I thought I had to roll twice.
Even better.
Only if you were attacking two different targets or what the first one missed.
Oh. Alright, well.
Nice hit.
13. 13 total.
Archivist. Archie.
All right.
You can try to yank the now finished off one that's trapped in it, or you can, work on the other guy.
Gonna work on the other guy. It bit me. It bit me.
Are you sure you don't want to turn your back to it?
Clang! I'm gonna just tell you, Bardic Inspo is not gonna be enough for that one.
No.
Save the Inspo and keep moving and swinging again.
Mm-hmm.
This one has good odds if you use your
All right.
inspiration.
I will do that.
Okay.
It's
I will
how many?
check set feels level. It is 1d8.
D8. Okay.
Oh.
Nope.
Clang.
Mm,
These are really good defenders.
The good news is that means you don't lose the die.
yeah.
You
That's
only
nice.
lose the die once it actually succeeds. Zephiel.
yes.
Call it a toaster again.
Call it a toaster? You know what? That worked out better, so I think I will. I'ma call it a toaster, the vicious Makore.
You're not even a brave little toaster. You're just a toaster.
Mm,
I pushed the button. I'm just waiting on roll 20 to do the thing. There you go.
It does not seem as perturbed as you'd like it to be by this.
God damn it.
It chomps Archivist again. This time unsuccessfully.
Seems pretty
Midday.
perturbed to me.
Punch, punch. Punch, 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 punch.
Anyway, you started punching.
I'm sure monks must have something to not have just absolutely wrecked knuckles. How rude.
They do. It's called knuckle toughening exercises from youth.
Yep.
yes.
Yeah.
Most use
Also,
hand wraps as well.
also hand wrapped, yes.
Ooh. Ooch, not hot rolls.
Dumb question that I cannot remember the difference between 3rd edition and 5th edition. In 5th edition or 3rd edition, that would be advantage from flanking. Does that exist in 5th edition?
Not normally.
Damn.
That would be
yeah.
house rule.
Yes.
It's a popular house rule, but it's also a really powerful one. A little too
Yes.
much.
I know. I'm just checking.
Okay. So, we will return to the outside. You may wish to zoom out a little bit, Rinka.
Oh no, kitty grumpy.
Clumpy, clumpy.
Grumpy kitty.
The defenders proceed onto the bridge. Roll the bomb damage.
And he specifically placed it on the hinge. He's not trying to destroy the whole bridge, just tip it.
Okay. Well, the bridge drops. It is barely held together, but it is tilted. It is against the wall, and the slam sends these three falling to their doom.
Bye-bye.
Or you're pretty sure they're doomed. That leaves the situation at your moment. You may first off, you can choose to keep advancing.
Clayton is going to keep advancing. He's going to look at he is running beside the bugbear now. He is going to say, pick up your buddy throw him at the line. Buddy, grab the line, get in a bucket. I'm going to distract the clockworks for you. Just get over him. He's going to slap the bugbear on the
Persuasion
mouth.
check with disadvantage. This is too bad shit.
Hey, he doesn't want to go for it.
They are not going along with throw at a thin wire. Not that easily.
Hey, if they don't trust me, that's their problem.
Ah,
Oh yeah.
No, that's too crazy.
Fine, hide in the building. I'm going to keep everything's attention.
Okay. Okay,
Not the building I would have chosen, but not my issue.
That's the one with the open door.
Hey, Clayton didn't say that out loud. That's their choice. Clayton's choice is he is going to sprint here, athletics to get above the defenders, and attempt to jump into a bucket.
Okay, I'm going to say that this will not be athletics due to the nature of the station, which I'm actually going to make it a little more clearly visible. The only place where you really have a chance of getting onto the buckets is at the station where they are chomping at Smoothie. Given that you can attempt to slip past them into the bucket, but it will be close enough that it's going to be a very difficult stealth check. They're going to have advantage on their perception to catch you, or you can switch, or you may wish to switch tactics. But that said, how about we save that?
Yeah,
to introduce
that's a
the
good
next
thing for
session.
next week.
Oh, cliffhanger.
I actually have plans for
that. So our next 2 Mondays, I believe, are no-goes. So we will be reconvening on the 9th.
Next Monday, the 26th, I should be able to make.
Oh.
The 2nd of June is a definite no-go.
Damn it. Yeah, okay.
We can certainly work out schedules.
Yeah. Okay, well, for right now, we'll say 26 yes, 2nd no. For the time being, but if anything changes, I'll obviously post stuff in the relevant Discords and Blue Sky. That said, the missile is EP. I'm tired. I had kind of a long day, so I'm gonna not worry about rating. But I will see everyone on Wednesday, or everyone who's going to be joining for that, for more Minecraft. Friday, maybe Guild Wars instead of Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Probably Guild Wars. Leaning towards Guild Wars at this point. So that is my current schedule. And thank you all for coming, and I had fun. Ari got some awesome shots off, and
Yay, way to go, man.
is my work wife proud of me?
Work wife is very proud.
Yay. All right. Oh, and there go the boys. Immediately wound up. All right, everyone, have a good night.
Night.